More than 2,000 years ago, in the heart of ancient China, an emperor dreamed of immortality. He united warring kingdoms, built the foundations of a powerful empire, and left behind one of the most extraordinary archaeological discoveries in human history. Hidden beneath the soil, for over 2 millennia, stood an army unlike any the world had ever seen. The Terracotta Army, the secret guardians of China's first emperor. The story begins in the 3rd century BCE, during a time known as the Warring States period. China was divided into rival kingdoms, constantly fighting for power and territory. Out of this chaos emerged a young ruler named Qin Shi Huang, the king of the state of Qin. Through military conquest, political strategy, and relentless ambition, he defeated his rivals one by one. In 221 BCE, he achieved what no ruler before him had accomplished. He unified China under a single government and declared himself Qin Shi Huang, meaning first emperor of Qin. Qin Shi Huang introduced sweeping reforms that transformed the newly united empire. He standardized written characters, weights, measurements, and currency. He expanded roads and canals to connect distant regions and strengthened defenses along the northern frontier, laying the foundations for what would later become the Great Wall of China. Yet despite his achievements, the emperor was deeply concerned about death. Like many rulers throughout history, Qin Shi Huang sought ways to extend his life. Ancient records describe his search for magical elixirs and his belief in immortality. He sent expeditions across distant seas and consulted scholars and alchemists who promised eternal life. But while he searched for immortality in the world of the living, he also prepared for the world beyond death. Almost immediately after becoming king at the age of 13, construction began on a vast mausoleum complex near present-day Xi'an in Shanxi province. According to ancient historian Sima Qian, hundreds of thousands of workers labored on the project for decades. The emperor envisioned an enormous underground kingdom that would mirror the empire he ruled in life. Within this hidden world, he would continue to reign forever. At the center of the complex lay the emperor's tomb, which remains unopened to this day. Surrounding it were palaces, administrative buildings, treasures, and elaborate burial chambers. But the most remarkable feature of all was an army created to protect the emperor in the afterlife. In 1974, local farmers digging a well near Xi'an made an accidental discovery that would astonish the world. As they dug into the earth, they uncovered fragments of clay figures. Archaeologists soon arrived and began excavations. What they revealed was beyond imagination. Buried beneath the ground were thousands of life-size terracotta soldiers, arranged in military formation. The Terracotta Army stretched across several enormous pits, covering thousands of square meters. The soldiers stood ready for battle, organized into units just like a real Qin military force. There were infantrymen, archers, cavalry riders, chariot drivers, officers, and generals. Horses and war chariots accompanied them, forming a complete fighting force designed to serve and protect the emperor for eternity. What made the discovery even more extraordinary was the individuality of the figures. No two soldiers appeared exactly alike. Each face displayed unique features, expressions, hairstyles, and details. Archaeologists believe that craftsmen used a combination of standardized production methods and individual finishing touches to create the appearance of unique warriors. The result was an army that looked remarkably lifelike. The construction of these figures required exceptional skill and organization. Artisans molded different body parts separately before assembling them into complete statues. Once assembled, the figures were fired in kilns and originally painted in bright colors. Today, most of the paint has faded due to exposure after excavation, but scientific analysis has revealed traces of vivid reds, blues, greens, and purples that once covered the army. The soldiers were also equipped with real weapons. Archaeologists uncovered bronze swords, spears, crossbows, and arrowheads among the figures. Many of these weapons remained in surprisingly good condition, despite being buried for more than 2,000 years. Their quality demonstrated the advanced metalworking techniques of the Qin Empire and highlighted the importance of military power in maintaining imperial authority. As excavations continued, researchers discovered that the Terracotta Army was only one part of a much larger burial complex. Additional pits contained entertainers, officials, acrobats, musicians, and animals. These discoveries suggested that the emperor intended to recreate an entire empire beneath the earth. The underground world was designed to provide everything he might need in the afterlife, from military protection to entertainment and administration. The scale of the project reflected the immense power of Qin Shi Huang. Yet his reign was not without controversy. His government enforced strict laws and harsh punishments. Large construction projects demanded enormous labor and resources from the population. While he succeeded in unifying China, many people suffered under the demands of his rule. Following his death in 210 BCE, the Qin dynasty quickly weakened and eventually collapsed. However, the idea of a unified China endured, shaping the nation's future for centuries to come. Today, the Terracotta Army is recognized as one of the greatest archaeological discoveries of the modern era. Millions of visitors travel to Xi'an each year to witness the silent ranks of clay warriors standing guard, as they have for more than 2,000 years. The site has provided invaluable insight into ancient Chinese military organization, craftsmanship, technology, and beliefs about the afterlife. Yet, many mysteries remain. The central tomb of Qin Shi Huang has never been excavated. Historical accounts describe rivers of mercury flowing through a miniature representation of the emperor's empire beneath the ground. Modern scientific studies have detected unusually high levels of mercury in the surrounding soil, lending some support to these ancient descriptions. For now, archaeologists continue to preserve the site while waiting for technologies capable of exploring the tomb without causing damage. The Terracotta Army stands as a testament to human ambition, creativity, and the desire to conquer time itself. Created to guard an emperor in eternity, these silent warriors survived the rise and fall of dynasties, the passing of centuries, and the transformation of civilizations. Hidden beneath the earth for over 2,000 years, they remained faithful to their mission. Today, they offer the world a remarkable window into the mind of China's first emperor and the powerful empire he built. Their story is not only one of ancient China, but also one of humanity's enduring fascination with power, legacy, and the mysteries that lie beyond death.